What is going on, interwebs? Struxus with another mod showcase. I thought I would do this video because, I mean, the debate's already been going on PC, which, you know, whether mod is top mod. Really it just comes down to personal preference. But TrueStorms is finally out on the Xbox. I don't know about PS4 because I don't own one. But hey, it's out on the Xbox. You can see on the screen, you know, I have it up in the mod menu. You can pause the video and read it, or go in the game and look at it yourself. The debate's been going, you know, which one's better. TrueStorms, Vivid Weathers. I don't know if there's more on the PC. But it feels like on the Xbox, and again, I don't know about PS4 because I don't own one. On the Xbox, it seems like we only have 3 options that I know of. Natural atmospheric Natural atmospheric commonwealth. I almost said comic again. Which I've already showcased in one of my other videos, so I'm not going to showcase it in this one. And if I had the means, I would do like a side by side by side. You know, just split the screen into 3 panels and just show natural, atmospheric, vivid, and TrueStorms in 3 separate panels, but all up on the screen at the same time. So you could see the differences and judge for yourself. But I'll do the best I can with this, and I have. This is this description for Vivid Weathers. I will say hats off to the modders who, even through all the bullshit, the drama, and downright thievery going on, or was going on. I don't know if it's tapered off by now. I don't think it's as rampant as it was. I did see a mod up a couple days ago by a guy who said he changed someone else's mod or something like that, and re-uploaded it. Like, he was using it for his own personal use, but then he re-uploaded it. But he wasn't asking for money or anything like most of the people who steal mods do. I'm not condoning what he did or anything, but at least he had the decency not to ask for money. As a content creator for YouTube, I can kind of understand where the mod creators are coming from, though. I mean, I'm just recording myself playing a fucking video game. They're actually building something from the ground up. Yes, they're using some assets from a game that already exists. But when you look at stuff like, I'm gonna butcher her name, and I know it, and I'm so sorry that I do. Eleonora? I'm sorry if I butchered your name. If you watch this, I'm sorry. I'm gonna call her Ellie. She makes the most amazing fucking mods, and that takes hard work, determination, and countless fucking hours. Or it would for me, because PCs are just not my thing. I'm not that technically inclined. But she especially spends lots of hours. If you've even seen her Lone Survivor apartments, like, she's redone Red Rocket, she's got a mansion. She has a whole bunch of them with custom interiors. You can see the painstaking process it took for her to do that stuff. So just hats off to the modders, you know, that are bringing these mainstream big, I want to say big titles, because, I mean, it's not a game, but it feels like a game, almost, with some of these mods. It's like a completely different game, almost. So I'm just going to say these big mainstream titles to the consoles, despite all this bullshit with mod theft and people, console players, not speaking out about it or whatever. I personally don't condone stolen mods. I had modern firearms until it was removed because the dude had stolen assets or something. Like he ripped textures from somebody else or something. So I uninstalled it, and I think he's fixed it by now, but I haven't reinstalled it. Just because Doom-based has modern guns. He's uploaded modern guns, and they have a smaller download size. But I mean, if Bethesda ever increases console players' mod size limit from 2 gigs to, hey, maybe even 5, Bethesda. You know, 5 is a nice, even, flat number. It's not outrageous like 10. I mean, I have a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I haven't even used 50% of the fucking thing. So, you know, just give us, like, a flat, even number like 5. Not too high, not too small. Just enough to get enough mods to satisfy our own need. I don't know. That's on Bethesda. It's just my own idea. But, back to the topic at hand. I'm trying to showcase, like, the differences between TrueStorms and Vivid Weathers. Again, I'm not going to do Natural Atmospheric Commonwealth, NAC, because it was already in one of my other videos. So you can go watch that one. It's the one where I was showing off clean in the Commonwealth. Sorry, I got the burps. Clean water in the Commonwealth, I think it was. It turns the water blue and nice tropic, and you can see underneath the water clear as day. But I was using NAC in that one, and I said it was a good substitute for people who didn't have the space or couldn't get Vivid to work correctly. Like, I'm a complete novice when it comes to mods. Even when my PC wasn't utter garbage, I'd never used mods. So, it might be me. I mean, you can see my load order. I've got Vivid. I've got the weather mods before the photorealistic mod. So, I don't know exactly where they're supposed to go. Most of this shit is trial and error and guesstimating. I guess I could Google it.
That was all. No problem.
But if anyone out there knows where I should technically put the weather mods, let me know. Because I hate to showcase Vivid and not give it justice, because you'll see in the video where you can see like seams in the sky where the cloud textures chop, and like the sunset textures are fucked and chopped and sharp and edgy. So I don't want to give Vivid a bad rap on console if it's actually fucking glorious compared to my experience. It might be that I just have way too many mods installed, but I have a lot of settlement building mods and companion mods. What else do I have? Settlement fixing mods, like broken houses and shit. But this was my first and only experience with TrueStorms, and I have to say I actually like this color scheme. I like the bluishy gray. Rain is probably my favorite for TrueStorms. The dust storm was fucking insane. That was an actual dust storm. Compared to the dust storm in Vivid Weathers, dust storm in Vivid Weathers just looks like hazy, misty fog. But the dust storm in TrueStorms, wow. It's like you're in fucking New Vegas with the fucking... It was like an actual dust storm. If anyone's ever seen that movie Scorpion King with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, like the first original Scorpion King, not the where it started in the Mummy movie, but like the own spin-off standalone movie. Do you know that scene where he's like galloping on his camel into the what's his name? Magamemnon's? I think his name is Magamemnon. He's galloping into his small contingency that he set after Matthias, and he's on his camel and he's charging at him, and they're like, "What the fuck is this idiot doing?" And then there's this giant wave of dust comes up, and it follows in behind them, and they're in this fucking dust storm, and they can't see shit. That's exactly what TrueStorm's dust storm looks like. That's the first thing that popped in my head when I turned that on. I was like, wow, that is a fucking dust storm. And I realized in the movie that's sand, so that's a sandstorm. But I mean, it basically resembles a fucking sandstorm. And I personally like it. I thought it was really fucking cool, to be honest. But I would personally say my favorite for TrueStorms is the rain. Then again, in real life, I like the rain anyway. But the thing with TrueStorm, the thing that separates TrueStorms and Vivid is TrueStorms, and it's also why it has a smaller file size. And I think Natural NAC does the same thing. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't bring anything new into the mix. Vivid Weathers brings new stuff, weathers into the game. And it also enhances the ones that are already in it, but it brings a whole bunch of other new weathers, like varying degrees of rain, varying degrees of fog, different levels of cloud cover. Even the rad storms in Vivid are different. There's rad snow. Vivid even has snow. There's regular snow, heavy snow, rain, rad snow, rad rain, and then there's like hellfire and brimstone rad storms. And I say that because like your screen goes red and it's like the fucking apocalypse is happening. Like the sky is red and like there's embers popping up in your face. I don't know if that's the Silent Hill thing, but that felt like, I think the Silent Hill thing was a plugin. I don't know, but that rad storm, it's like fucking hell. It's like the goddamn apocalypse, I swear to God. It's like the nukes are dropping all over again. And you take heavy rad damage in that one. And see what I mean with the Vivid? This is the seams. I don't know how it's going to show up on YouTube, but I can clearly see it in game. And I can clearly see it in game in the scope. I don't know how it's going to show up on YouTube, but when I scope out, you can see it in the sky clearly. But again, that might not be Vivid Weathers. That just might be where I have it in the load order, because I have it like first above everything. Maybe it needs to be last, I don't know, or maybe there's a confliction. I don't think, like, I got rid of all the mods that should have been conflicting with it. I had brighter light mods, but I got rid of those when I read the description. It's like it doesn't work with brighter lights, because I had brighter workshop lights. But I got rid of all those, so I don't know what the confliction could be. I do have glowing enemies actually glow, like they emit light, but I don't see why that would affect the weather. I don't see the confliction there. But again, I'm basically a novice to mods. Never even used them on my PC when it was actually good, and that was back in 08. And even then, it wasn't good. It was by far not good. I got it for college, so it was meant for work, not play. But it ended up being for play anyway, with a little bit of work. And I will say, like, the one godsend about TrueStorms is it comes with its own holotapes, so you can set the weather to whatever you want. It's hard to showcase Vivid because it's complete luck. Or I could use the cheat menu to change the weather, but it doesn't. The cheat menu doesn't have the entire, like, Vivid weathers collection. You know, I only have a set few that came in the vanilla game on the cheat menu. So I can't, like, showcase the, I think it was like over 75 plus new weathers that Vivid adds into the game, because cheat menu only allows you to change to the vanillas. So it's hard to showcase it because it's just complete chance and random. So I tried my best. Another difference is that Vivid Weathers has plugins. I do have the, I'm using the, I think it's called Brighter Light plugin. It was right underneath of it in the load order. If you want the, like, photorealistic, and again, trying not to pay attention to the sky because of the seams and the jagged edges. If you want the most photorealistic Fallout, I feel like the best combination would be vivid weathers with the brighter light or plug-in, and I forget the name of it. It's in the video because you can see it in the load order. It's just underneath the weather mods. I'll put all of these mods in the description so you can see what they are, who made them, and the size. But vivid weathers, it's brighter light plug-in, and I really wish I could remember the name of it, but it's based off a film type that photographers used in the olden days.
Hey, what you need? Anything wrong? Your thoughts?
It's like the most photorealistic to me.
Your thoughts?
And here I'm just showing off Kate, because again I've changed Kate with that other mod that I showcased that lets you change your companions in the barber chairs and the surgery chairs. I think she turned out better than Piper, personally. Her face suits her character. This water, again, I changed it from the clean water of the Commonwealth, or in the Commonwealth, to the Vivid Waters, which is made by the same guy that made Vivid... I believe it's made by the same guy that made Vivid Weathers. And this is Vivid Waters. My only gripe about this is that when you look at the water, you see how clean and clear it is. I don't know if it's his mod that does that. I believe it is. I don't think it's wet. Wet just changes the textures. But I believe it's his mod that actually clears it up. My only gripe about it is that when you dive actually underneath the water, it's a murky mess. Like, you look at the top of the water and it looks clean and crisp and beautiful, but then when you dive under it, it's just a murky sewage runoffy mess. It's just like it looks like in the vanilla game. I'm not shitting on his mod at all. I mean, at what point do you ever go into the water in Fallout? I mean, really. You have no reason to, except for the Yangtze. The submarine with the ghoul Japanese dude on it. Or is he Chinese? I think he's Japanese. I mean, that's like the only real time you ever go in the water anyway, so... I mean, if I'm gonna review it, I gotta be honest, you know. That's my only gripe with it. Again, I'm not knocking the mod, it's a great mod. It's like I said, when do you ever fucking go in the water? But, I mean, if I'm gonna review it for a mod showcase, I'm gonna be honest. You know, some people might not like my opinion, but that's just my opinion, you know. My channel isn't like a single thing. You know, I do reviews of video games, I do reviews of betas, I do lately reviews of mods. Try to keep you guys informed on the most bang for your buck, really. And when it comes down to it with the weather mods, you know, cause look right there, you can see the seams and the jagged edges. Again, that might be me in my load order. If anyone knows the right place to put weather mods, I would assume it would be first, but I could be wrong because again, I'm a novice. But when it comes to weather mods, you know, the most bang for your buck, because we get such limited space. If I had, in my own personal experience, if I had to rank them, if you want the most photorealistic, go with the combination that I mentioned. Vivid Weathers, it's brighter light plug-in. You could even do his water mod, Vivid Waters. and the one mod I can't remember the name of that I will put in the description with all the others. It makes the world not so bland and gray. It gives it some color, makes it look like a actual picture. And the guy even talks about the background of the mod in the description. But that's the most photorealistic. But it's heavy on the space, because it's over 100 megs of your 2 gigs. If you want vanilla enhanced weathers with better quality than the vanilla version, TrueStorms, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely adore it. Especially the rain. I'm big on rain. I don't know. I just love the rain and the colors and the sounds and the density, the lightning effects. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. Hard review time. Again, nothing against NAC, it's what I used, but now that TrueStorms is out, I personally believe if you have just a few megs to spare, TrueStorms is better than NAC. Again, that's my own personal opinion. And again, if you want that super photorealistic Fallout, vivid weathers with the vivid plugin, the brighter lights, and I guess you could use this vivid waters too. Hell, fuck it, throw in regrowth too. I would just assume it's a super photorealistic. Like, if you want the ultimate immersive experience, that's the way to go, I guess. But for people who just want better weathers without the huge compared to the actual amount that we get, TrueStorms is definitely for you. Thumbs up. But I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. That's gonna do it for this video. Likes, comments, subscribes. Hopefully making 30 before the end of August. We're almost there. We're at 28. I'm hoping. But I'll see you guys later.